And 00Nation are going to come into this switched on, giving it 100% from the get-go.
Well, we certainly have to consider the fact that 00Nation as well had actually lost their map pick over on Ancient versus Spirit, so the only way of figuring out whether or not they can take a victory this time around is by getting stuck into the game.
Yes, indeed. Here we go. FaZe Clan taking on 00Nation. And already I'm seeing dual Berettas, 2 of them to be exact.
4 of them.
Well, yeah,
4
I guess.
But yeah, it's spicy. We've seen a lot more of these as of late.
Well, I will say with the duel in front, no, I'm only seeing 2.
Yeah,
4 Berettas,
right,
2
Harry,
dual
but
Berettas. But look at this, broky pushing through the cave. And he has missed that timing on Lato running out in a mid, but he's going to have the backstab potential here. Lato needs to be cognizant that someone's pushed all the way up, and he's not dealt with immediately by the dualies. And now 00Nation dropping like flies on this B play. The dual Berettas are still finding success. Broky's having a lovely pistol round. 2 guns are better than 1. Wouldn't you know?
Yeah, turns out that's true. They did look very good in that pistol. I'm bit by bit.
Are you coming around to the Boulderetters?
I'm not completely against them. I've been more against them. We're seeing more results. Certain positions they can do well, but yeah, broky makes them look very good there, and some clean shots, some spamming into that B bomb site. I mean, a bit of a whack pistol for 00Nation. No util into B, just walking up ramp, and that spacing was not ideal, but it's only a pistol round, right? It's only the most important round of the game, as Yanko says.
Oh yes, famous line from our 10-mans. Right there.
4 Glocks. Shouldn't be too interesting here for 00Nation. FaZe have taken so much room early on. They've got the B lane, they've smoked the door, they've even pushed bottom middle. About to get farmed. After these brief messages.
I was trying to think of some brief messages to give, but I don't have like the creative juices flowing just yet. That's going to come later on.
Yeah. Got to milk the udder.
Okay. Here we are. Twistzz in mid. Does him like no other. It's rain from the lane. With 3.
All right,
so
you're warming in, Harry. I can hear it.
Yeah, you know, get in there, get in there. I'm going to take this really big, bulky jacket off, actually. I think that's probably a good idea.
We hot.
00Nation are now coming in with an investment, and I want to see what they've got planned from the get-go. I want to see what they're going to try and do here. You know, the thing that's kind of impressed me the most is that, like, Taco, when it comes to IGL, he's got a lot of ideas. He's got a real load of ideas and a lot of little like gimmicky rounds as well to try and throw in there, just to snipe rounds off of the opponent every now and again. And you know, as we kind of seen, like especially on Ancient, admittedly, you know, the CT favoring this really kind of changing a little with the update, but even just getting your kind of first round on the board here on now, if you use a gimmick to do it, you're happy all day long. Out they come. The flashes are good, but broky's got ropz's back. So now a man down. It's a B play, though. They've successfully drawn the rotations out. And 00Nation are well and truly on their way to a bomb plant here.
That is an excellent fake, honestly. That is really, really nice. Dedicating 2 players to selling that on A, and look what it's done to FaZe. They didn't know how deep ladder got, and Try cuts down Karrigan. Really nice round out of 00Nation. You talk about these cheeky little gimmicky plays. Well, there's a perfect example. Full fake out in the first gun round puts FaZe on the back foot, and 00Nation will take it with 4 alive. I love that. That was great.
Yeah.
You saw FaZe's, you know, panic come through. They had good protocols, even though the first flash blinded the player on Big Box. It might have been Twistzz there. FaZe rather had really good supportive flashes coming out from Temple, coming out from CT spawn, and so yeah, Cold Zero was fed to the wolves, but it was all worth it for the grand picture.
Yeah, and you know, I mean, you'll probably see him do that a fair bit as well. It feels like, you know, he's really not afraid to just do what's good for the team as a whole, right?
You know, you were talking about that earlier. I do really like that detail for 00Nation, where it doesn't feel like Cold is, you know, he doesn't have to be the star of this team. Like, he's letting the new
I wouldn't even say it doesn't have to be. It's more like he is not in any way trying to be the star of this team. It's like, you know, he's very much giving a lot of space to some of these very, very promising players. I've loved getting to watch Doomao and how he's progressed as an individual.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, the timing on that, man.
Oh.
Carrigan knocked out. broky will at least respond with a kill onto Taco. So we're back into this 4-on-4. 00Nation are trying to trickle up the ramp side, but there's still this double B hold. FaZe are kind of a little worried about rotating anyone around early. Luckily enough, broky and Rain are just going to do it between the two of them. All 5 kills come from these 2 B site defenders. Yeah, man, 00Nation did a good job of like conditioning FaZe Clan to not scramble rotates after that pick with how the first gun round went. So that part was cool. But the getting absolutely annihilated by broky and Rain definitely threw a bit of a spanner in the works there.
Yeah, right now the only problem I'm seeing on this T side is this spacing on entries. Like Taco, he clearly had some sort of inkling as to a timing or maybe no one watching ramp there, because he just ran up ramp out of nowhere with no util and got an entry. Like, it was good, but there was no one supporting him, no one behind, and so when he gets traded, it's just going to allow FaZe to spill back into the bomb site. broky's begun this game excellently, right? A couple of 4Ks in here, 8-0, looking really good. Not had to pull out that orb just yet, not had the money, but it's going to be a bit of a economical woe for 00Nation. Might have to eco. Okay, yeah, they're going to buy. Fair enough. You can get 3 rifles here and put some pistols around it. Suddenly not too bad.
I love that just like broky and ropz have had polar opposite games thus far.
ropz hasn't seen anyone.
ropz got full blind behind a box and then they lost the round and that's all he's seen so far. Like, other than that, nothing. It's another one of these B plays. Going into broky again, they really want to try and get past him.
Finally.
And they finally bested him. However, there's more where that came from. Dumao and Taco with openers have flipped the script into the advantage of 00Nation. And that's going to leave Twistzz and ropz in this retake. Now, there is low health on the Brazilian squad as they try to get posted here. So that could be a way in for FaZe, but FaZe aren't aware of this. FaZe are also smoked off deep in CT. This is feeling like a save here, Hugo.
Yeah.
They're going to bow on out, and already a second round appearing for 00Nation. They are just kind of trying to muscle and brute force their way into the B bomb site.
Right now it's working. This is some things never change on Ancient, and yeah, even though that new site change, the big boxes, we see that make post plants a lot better for T's as well. That probably factors in to why FaZe don't want to give this a go. 00Nation have a lot more cover. You can still play default, trade off your ramp and cave players a lot more effectively. So really nice rounds out of 00Nation on this T side. Eventually ropz will get to play the game. We're 5 rounds in. He's yet to do anything. He's yet to die. He's yet to kill. It's kind of out of his way. Rain got caught on the corner there, backing out of the long side, and without that, he probably would have gotten away with another kill. That could have tempted FaZe for the 2-on-2, but without it, it's 3-2. 00Nation putting rounds on, baby. broky's got an orb though. It's about time. Taking it right to the middle with Twistzz. Double setup. Smoked out is Taco, and even though they have the B lane control, Rain, we know what he can do in the cave. They have nerfed the wall bangs though, Harry. However, is that going to stop Rain? Doesn't look like it. He still wants to get whatever damage he can in. Switches off of the nade too soon, but he gets it down. And I like that Rain still doesn't care if you nerf him. He's still going to do his best. I think they removed that, pixel shot into middle as well. Rain forcing map changes. He's that good. And FaZe are supporting him with his full mid control. As long as a rifle can cover it, it's in fact the orb. Twistzz can sit with his eye on ledge as well, meaning Rain can just play off the back of him. He's tucked in a very hard corner to stay alive in. Molly gonna go deep though. Rain still has a pocket to play in. Twistzz does take down Taco. Now Rain can activate. The attention is on middle right now. Uh-oh.
Oh, that's a bit of a rough one. Now they know he's here, and yeah, man, we'll see Rain get overwhelmed. This was a 3v5 here, and it's quickly getting out of hand. Hugo starting to get a little bit worried now. Maybe 30 seconds. FaZe are re-aggroing ramp. Try. Oh my goodness, he was holding for this. Now he might go walking into his death with the bomb. Oh, it's on a razor's edge right now.
Scary.
Carrigan down at the bottom of the ramp. He don't often miss moments like this. And he might just take the push. Yeah, he hears them running away. He knows he's got a timing right now. That was his chance to drop the bomb. 15 seconds. 00Nation, if they are going to commit, these entries have got to be flawless. Coldzera with the first. Bomb coming up the ramp side. And they might make this 3v5 happen. ropz with a lineup, but he doesn't stop the bomb plant. Coldzera soaks up those bullets and saves Try's life. It's given 00Nation a chance in the post plant.
Yeah, broky's going to flash ropz back into long, but they have backed right on out. Try's also setting Lato up for a kill here. You can't see through the lip of the smoke. He's going to tuck in, play that clock. It's not looking good for FaZe. They've got to move soon. broky's waiting for a swing that will not come to him. ropz hits a headshot, though. He's on the board today. And Try, in a 1v2, has cut down the first. broky with a tap. Try's got to check it. broky playing with it, or Try playing with him, and broky doesn't matter. It's too late. Try wins the round, and this guy is quite the talent. Big clutch. He didn't fall for that fake out from broky. And 00Nation convert, as you said, Harry, a 3v5 to take that round back against FaZe. To think that they hard cleared Rain here and found Twistzz in tandem in middle, it all just came crumbling down. And Carrigan, he didn't know that that bomb was the player he whiffed on ramp. He went back to fight Cave instead. If only he could drop that bomb, that round would have been done.
I mean, now it's a full eco for FaZe. 00Nation looking to throw themselves up into the lead here. And they're very measured how they approach this round. Only real interesting piece in it for FaZe is the deagle on ropz. And that is now smoked off in top mid. So USP is going to get farmed up trying to run out the cave side. And everyone else is followed up onto as well. There's 00Nation with 4 to their name and now in the lead over FaZe. Been a good start here for guys like Try, offering a hell of a lot up early on. Coldzera as well, had some pretty influential openers over towards that B side of the map. And just to think, still have a lot of room to get guys like Dumao involved in this one.
Another mid-take, though, for FaZe. broky won't stay there forever. He's just there to drop one of the 2 Molotovs. This is pretty standard. You have a deep one and a passive one, or a shallow one, just in case someone runs through the first with a smoke. He will immediately up and leave, go back towards that A site. A site we've not seen contested since that fake out in the first rifle round for 00Nation. They're holding on towards it, though. Tries looking for a B pick, hoping once again someone pushes down this ramp. And we Try gifted the AWP off the previous, or 2 rounds ago. Gonna put it to good use. Carrigan, off angle on cave.
Oh, Cold's going to win that head-to-head. Another crucial opener netted by Coldzera over here towards the B side of the map. Now a man down. Carrigan's going to have to try and lead FaZe from beyond the grave in this one. broky with his AWP still sits, holding this peak through the little cave choke point. And he's even trying to set Rain up in the long run. Anyone swings this, broky don't often miss them. Coldzera is going to have to work hard to try bait this shot out. Oh man, you're playing a dangerous game, Cold, and there it is, broky. Real dispatch of him. That's good spam damage from Lato, but you can see FaZe, they've taken a full gamble here. They have pulled every single body over towards B. And in the final, 20 seconds, 00Nation up and leave, going back to this A-bomb site and now getting the bomb down. Very, very mobile T-side, man. That goes all about this mobility. And now we get into a 4-on-4 retake for FaZe, where they're left very out of position for this one. They're going to have to fight tooth and nail for a lot of this real estate back. And it feels like a lot of it is hinging on getting an opener, getting a reason to give this round a go. If you don't, you're probably going to end up saving here. Taco holding the line, Try waiting at CT, and FaZe have written it off. They do not want to attempt this. Try's even going to knock broky out of the round right at the very end. And so 00Nation take the AWP out of play, reduce the saved guns down to 2, and put a 5th round up on the board with a last-second rotate into an empty A bomb site.
Dude, this is a gnarly game out of 00Nation right now. They are just pulling the wool over FaZe's eyes with some of these fake outs, and they've scared them so much with these constant B rushes that FaZe are panicking on rotations. FaZe, after that round, FaZe will just start leaving anchors on A and or B. They will stop rotating as heavily as they do. They've been doing a lot of, you could call them gambles, but they are like just reactions to how much they're seeing go on at the B site or the A site. But 00Nation know what information they're giving FaZe, and they're absolutely messing with them right now. Duma has a very boring round, but he sits in A main for 1.5 minutes, and it was the perfect position held to allow 00Nation to rotate back in and split that bomb site through Donut. What a great T side. You can't take it away from 00Nation.
I mean,
this
dude,
has been well earned.
I was going to say, this is a matchup you and I have actually talked about at great length, and we were both kind of leaning into this idea that, like, actually, you know, 00Nation coming in after playing through the play-in as well, so they're going to have, like, that little extra bit of, you know, being warmed up, being switched on.
Is that purpose? It didn't look like it. You know, at the same time, Harry, yeah, the prospect was always there, but I would never, you know, coming into this game, FaZe should win it. They need to win it. They have to win it. So, you know, I'm not even going to try and take the credit there and say that I actually predicted 00Nation to win this game. It would be incredible if they could. And right now, they are earning their rounds. Flash through the door, though, getting a bit ahead of themselves as Karrigan churns 2 with the CZ. That is dirt. AK as well. He can even just smoke this door. He doesn't need to fight. Maybe he will. Just try and keep this advantage. These rounds are still losable. He flashes his way out. That's excellent. Saves the smoke for later. Twistzz stops across and make that 2 as Try is left alone towards that B bomb site. All right. FaZe picking up an eco might just turn the tides.
Yeah, after seeing that double commit to A, I don't know if you're ready for this B play out of Try though, right? He was waiting at the doors with the bomb this whole damn time. He doesn't take the plant while he can. Instead, he's going hunting for even more on this AWP. I like this from FaZe. They don't hear that bomb planted yet. Rain has not heard anyone tap it. And so right now, they're anticipating that he's hunting these players. They're anticipating he's going and giving it a bit of a look in. Now Rain's commed across. Yeah, that bomb's going down. We've got him pinned in. And so there's the wrap from Twistzz up through CT. That was a very nice round out of FaZe Clan. It starts with Karrigan and his trusty little CZ over towards the double doors, smoke spamming out a double. And then Twistzz kind of helps it all come together. They don't overplay their hand in that 3v1. As mentioned, Rain had all the info from sitting at bottom ramp, and so they're very measured. They're very kind of passive with how they approach it, only striking at the at kind of the perfect moment once Rain has commed that across. So good work to scoop that round up out of nowhere, really. They come into it with those 2 saved guns, a collection of pistols, and they get out feeling very well off indeed.
Oh, we're going to see another fast B. It does seem like it, doesn't it? Setting up quick smokes to run up the ramp. We've got nades dropped in by Karrigan. He's so blind, though. The molly won't work because he already pre-dropped the smoke. Rain gets a blind kill, and Karrigan overwhelmed in that mist. Twistzz catching a player coming up on the lane on the flank, and he's actually dropped the bomb. They've got to go back for it, and Try cannot find it. Twistzz is putting on a show, and broky's just shooting fools in the sight. They had no bomb, they had no chance, and that is a quick mid flank that we've yet to see for FaZe. Well, they've been taking a lot of mid control and even peering on lane. With a rush that fast, FaZe just jump up in the back line and put it to bed. 5-5 may have been a bit of a slower start out the gate for FaZe with some trickery from the Brazilians, but now we've leveled out. And at least with the new Ancient, we don't need to feel super worried about 5, 6, 7 round T-sides. That's not a massive concern. So it seems, as many teams have picked up a little bit more on those T-halves to give us. So this isn't you know, too worrying yet, but I'm sure 00Nation have more to show us.
Forcing up in this round, right? Throwing everything they can into it. Gonna have a collection of rifles here. 3 Galils, 2 AKs, but plenty of utility. And so maybe that gives them a little bit of room to go back for some of these more mischievous rounds. And it kind of feels like we even could have maybe a repeat of what we saw early on, where they run players out towards A, try to force rotates, and then lean back into one of these late B takes. That's certainly going to help them on their way. Lato has just dealt with Carrigan over towards that B site. And I like that 00Nation, they clearly had a plan at the start of this round, but in response to getting that kill, it feels like the plan has changed somewhat. They're now going to sit on their laurels and wait to see what FaZe do in response. I like that they don't just follow through with the initial game plan, which looked to be a B hit. You'd think they would after getting an opening pick. But instead, they want to see how FaZe respond to this. Can they make it even sweeter?
Yeah, they're also massively split up, right? So if they committed to be there, it'd just be 3 of them. And, you know, with Taco and mid, with Dumal still holding A main, this was the recipe to get back into a late donut play the other round. Twistzz looking wide. Taco peeks out, but Twistzz flicks back and takes his head off. He's going to drop a smoke, try and stay alive in this cubby as long as he possibly can. It's a good grenade, but you'd like to think they could overwhelm him here. Twistzz puts on 2 and even finishes Lato as well. That smoke does him a lot of favors, and this A split is getting
he's
shredded.
up for the ace,
Twistzz,
man.
4 kills, mostly headshots, and now try with nothing to do but die. He's going to try again to hunt these kills in the pre-plant, but stepping here is dangerous. He's going to get heard. Broky's got that info and try. If he taps it, Broky's going to play.
Twistzz is about to get the ace. Twistzz is about to get it.
Yeah.
There it is, the ace.
Was that 5 headshots? It was at least 4, if not 5.
Crazy, crazy round from Twistzz, man. Beautiful seeds. I mean, that was a thing of beauty over in middle, man. It really was. Everything from the flick to find this one, then the nade to slow down and damage this play over the top. And yeah, 4 out of 5 of these being clean headshots, man. You couldn't have asked for anything more out of Twistzz there.
Yeah, he got trapped in mid in a 1-on-3 and he killed everyone. Like, that's insane. That should not be going down for FaZe, but they'll take it. Dodging flashes, they're right by him, but they have no idea. Dumal looking into the wall. He gets overwhelmed. Broky pulling the pistol, but ropz is there to help on the cross. And as good a game as Twistzz is having, Broky is certainly not started cold either. 13 and 4, anchoring A with some easy peasy scoped shots. Apart from that one, but jiggle wiggle. And 00Nation, they fold.
Going through mid is off limits.
It's a bit of a pickle. 7-5, yeah, despite a really good start for 00Nation, FaZe have woken up in this game. It was about time. And another gun round, another attempt here for the Brazilians. Keep in mind as well, we do have an Argentinian in the server. So much more South American representation in this year alone, right? Not just with 9Z, but just so many players coming through. And it's cool to see that mix of South American talent. ropz, deep in main, bit of a new spot, and they're going to get caught off. That's the bomb scene as well. Broky has loads of info. He's ahead of the flash. It will do nothing about it. And Broky pulls the pistol yet again. Looking to chunk him with a dig. Twistzz has the cross. One more. Broky can't hit the flick though. Taco with a massive double entry, but he's got to finish what he started.
Yeah, Taco AWP really challenging the inner fallen here. But as he swings on out, Rain's going to deal with him, and that will be the round laid to rest. Still, they make it surprisingly close there at the very end. They do a good deal of damage as well. Going to force a healthy bit of reinvestment out of FaZe, although shouldn't come to matter massively in the long run. Broky's banked up so much money that he can kind of bail FaZe out for the remainder of this half. Good go at it, but still falling short here, and now down to Deegs and Armor. They might just go back to, I was going to say one of these B plays, but the bomb's found its way outside of A, so it feels like they just want to go for this lane control early on.
Yeah, ropz again in this. Oh, cubby, he was getting aimed at, but still double digs Dumal. Carrigan fighting for the lane as Rain pushes down the ramp as well, and Lato is alone in the corner. Does do some damage, but Carrigan can come in for support and they can crunch on this player. Carrigan over the top, trying to be stylish here, and he's going to find it easy peasy off the reload. It's only Taco. put in a lot of impossible clutches have 00Nation been in this game. And this one being no exception. Should be a 9th for FaZe, even smoked out of mid. Like to see 00Nation go back to some of these slower rounds towards that B-bomb site once we hit this final chance in number 15. They've done a couple of speedy ones, some quick mid takes, some fast A rushes, but with FaZe taking more control towards main, with these constant double mid setups, and when not, Twistzz putting on a show alone. 00Nation. The one thing that has been really good in this T side is they've managed to consistently catch out players fighting on the ramp, right? Either Karrigan or Rain, just either caught with nades or looking for a gunfight without utility on ramp. And 00Nation keep catching those kills. So let's see if they can go back to that and find more success. But FaZe have definitely tightened the net towards the end of this half, looking for a double-digit CT side. Nothing to turn your nose up at.
Yeah, considering this was like a very even game at one point, that they have kind of really found their footing here. And I mean, it must kind of feel quite nice because it's like early on, you know, things were a little problematic in terms of it maybe like leaning too heavy into rotates, too heavy into gambles. ropz looks like he wants to take a spawn with this orb, so just hold that thought for a moment. He's peeking in towards main on this little off angle. As the molly fades, he doesn't want to hang around forever knowing he could get peeked from the back of main. So he will bow out and hold this angle for a swing. Oh, whoa, ropz, they are right here, bud. Gonna make it back into Donut. Just going through the motions right now.
Oh yeah, Twistzz needs a better spot. He's gonna go towards the Donut. Coltira's up on the boost. ropz, did he see? It doesn't look like it. Coltira, great position right now. They're
He's
jumping.
got no idea.
He has no clue. But the flick is there. Coltira removed, and Twistzz peeks out off the back of broky, who hits his shot. This is going very well for FaZe yet again, and 00Nation, they're just jumping through the mid-smoke. Desperation calls, and this should just be a double-digit half. FaZe, no reason to fall in this position, and so they shall not. 5 alive, and FaZe come back in swinging by the end of the half. Do we have a game on our hands, or will the sweep happen? Find out in just a sec. FaZe up by 5 rounds at the end of the half. They found double digits on the CT side of Ancient. And in the current patch, that feels to be pretty nice. So let's see if a pistol round can elevate the stakes for FaZe, or if 00Nation can wake back up and return to their former glory that were the first 10 rounds of this map. Got a bit of a B lean for FaZe, but they've got a lot of util, so things could get cheeky. A red smoke, a mid take, out through the ledge they go. Taco with his smoke spams connects to nothing, and FaZe run a donut split away.
Yeah, they're coming at you fast, Cold, but rotations are now starting to come through for 00Nation. Still, you need to hold on to this site for a moment if they want to get there in time. Doomau attempts to make a play, but it is met with pretty stern resistance here. There's Try with a double. That's going to make it a little more interesting now. Plant's been cancelled out. ropz didn't want to commit to it. He was in the site alone. broky was momentarily looking at middle, so didn't feel safe nor secure in getting that bomb down. Try is super low, so a lot of this pistol might fall onto Lato, who's had a bit of a mare to open up this map.
Got a kit, got a smoke rather, but no kit. So dropping that on the bomb will cause a lot of panic for FaZe. But oh, he's just found the kit on the ground. Lato, just stick it, just get on that bomb. Why not? Try might die, but they don't know. They can't stop him. Finally, the shots come through the smoke, and a bit of luck. It goes a long way for FaZe as ropz, who was the quiet player in that first half, steps up with 3 kills. broky will stop the defuse as well. Pistol round for FaZe, and I do like that start, just showing some face towards B, keeping 00Nation in their normal setup, and then splitting through Donut in the late round. Just round the world and back again for FaZe. And with a pistol, anything is possible. This shot was sick for Try. He's getting headshot there through the wall. He's getting dinked, aim shaking, and still netting kills.
And you know, I feel like in the first, I'm going to say maybe 8 rounds of this game, FaZe was still kind of warming into it. You really only had broky looking that good to open up, just at the level from the get-go. But it very much feels like everyone else is switched on now, and that's very problematic.
Oh no! The 90 damage Zeus! Oh, poor Doomau. We've all been there. Fix it. Fix it. I mean, it's not a bug, it's just a feature, but for real though. Oh, I want Zeus to always do 100 damage, and I also want Zeus skins. When will we get Zeus skins? When will we get a Zeus inspect animation?
That's a good point.
All
that
these
one's
things are
also
more.
weird. Why can't I look at the Zeus?
Yeah, what if I want to check out my taser? That hurts, the 90 damage Zeus. I've been there many a time.
I reckon it's when Source 2 finally comes around. That's
Zeus
when the
skins.
technology will be at a good enough level.
It's not there yet.
It's not there yet, you know?
That's fair. Pretty reasonable, to be honest. But yeah, Zeus fans, I'm a Zeus fan. On those full ecos, great weapon to get a kill, grab a gun, etc. I don't know why he had his USP out if he was going to be Zeusing the entire time.
Yeah, that's actually also a very good point, because no matter how you try to argue that, it's
angle.
if he looks at me, well then you still want the Zeus anyway.
Yeah. No, that is a great spot for Zeus, because that's a 50-50 angle. I mean, it was a 0 angle because it wasn't checked. Either side, Carrigan just run through.
Yeah, Carrigan.
He didn't even look.
He could have checked one side, but he checked neither.
And still, it didn't matter. Zeus didn't kill. Go next. Big buy round here for 00Nation. Win this, or frankly, Ancient is over for me. Doomau, got to be careful with that ammo. If they hear the reload, oh, they could run through, but they were trying to boost instead, and it's a very sexy boost for Twistzz. Over the top, if Doomau re-aggresses, he is a dead man. So he shall not. And that gives FaZe a lot of room to sneak their way in. Warbangs Doing a bit of damage as FaZe. They are way deeper than 00Nation are ready for. Caught by surprise. Lato wasn't ready for more than one either and gets run with a MAC-10. This is falling apart.
Yeah, Taco's got to go ahead of this. He's
Nice.
left fighting. He will deal with Rain and doubles up. Twistzz removed, and so Taco has flipped the script in this round. FaZe wanted to commit into B, but now they've got to go looking for greener pastures. They've lost all this site control. The only area of the map they have is a man out through middle in ropz. And he's now locked in a fight with ropz up in top red. As you've spotted this, if you're 00Nation, your brain starts whirring. You start to think that, yeah, they're not committing B anymore. We've seen them in red. This is going to be an A play. And so ropz starts to move through Temple to try and deal with it.
Oh, he's got great timing. ropz just cleared this corner, but no more. ropz comes through, and broky getting spammed. Hits a headshot. Ludicrous, but got more to do in the 1v2. He plays close to the smoke. Can he really elude them? Shot connects. broky with all three, and a 4 KD to put FaZe on their gun round. Wow.
That's insane, man. Yeah, dude, broky came into this, hands down, looking the most warmed up, looking the most switched on. And I mean, a 1v3 like that, where you're pinned in, you have to flick back as you're getting spammed. And the awareness on this, like, look, spots the leg of try, but doesn't get caught, like, you know, suddenly turning around, trying to check out Donut, worried about a temple wrap. No, he seemed so cognizant about, you know, 00Nation trying to play a trade game there through the CT smoke.
That's a map-ending play. Like, that's a, you know, it doesn't matter how calm you are, that breaks your mental, losing that round. Not even really any massive mistakes made for 00Nation, right? 2 players sitting in the smoke, not ideal, but it's all hindsight here and now. Little A execute. There are a lot of pistols around the corners, but with smokes down, with a nice clean execute, FaZe have all the room in the world to plant. Just got to care about that spam. Plant is going to come through wide though, so no worries. And FaZe looking to mop up with ease through smokes. 14 is around the corner.
Doom out, Eagle. Trying to take some dudes out the round with him, but look at him. He was so screwed. He was boxed into Donut, getting pushed from every single angle. FaZe full disrespect in this one, man. It feels like they recognize that they're suddenly all feeling it, and it's like, oh, actually, guys, like, you know, we're not even really common right now. We're just kind of running at them, and everything's coming up FaZe.
Yeah, I mean, it's reassuring, right? Like, it was good to see some spicy rounds out of 00Nation's early T side, but at the same time, I think we all want FaZe to be a contender for the title here at Cologne. There are a couple of teams with question marks on them about how they will perform, and I think, you know, the big 3, or maybe the big 4 being, you know, FaZe, Cloud9, Na'Vi, ENCE. These are the ones we want to see competing for that title most. You know, more than anyone else. So it's reassuring for FaZe at a bare minimum. Mid-take, some good spam damage for Taco, and Carrigan walks into Dumao in the donut. There's a big gap in that smoke. 5-on-4, but can they do anything with it?
Oh, Taco, please. I'm so nervous for him, man. Those smoke spams out of Twistzz are, I don't know, man. It's like he is homing bullets. Lato in this corner. Will he go unchecked? Rain will clear him. Flushing him out. Don't really know how Rain won that one, man. Didn't even look like he could see him. And now we're back into this 4-on-4. FaZe might have a lot of bodies grouped outside of this B site, but they're not dedicated to it yet. They're not, like, forced into committing to this B play, and they know that after getting that kill, they've likely shuffled the rotates around, so they're going to change their mind. Dropping back into middle, ropz once again inside of this A bomb site, and he's going to need to put on a show. He is all alone, and if he dies without getting anything done, that's probably the round. 00Nation, I don't know, it's kind of pick your poison here. If it was... Yeah, you do just save. I was going to say, like, maybe the fact that they're giving over 15 makes them want to give it a go. It's kind of pick your poison in a moment like this, but they will just save. Try do it with these rifles in the next round. At least they're going to have a lot of loss bonus, so they can drop rifles over and put a 4-buy together, but they're up against 15. They would need 10 in a row versus a FaZe that are fully switched on, that by the looks of things have their ambitions and sights set on making it to those Cologne playoffs at a bare minimum. I think anything less than that for FaZe would be an absolute disaster.
Yeah.
Considering where this squad's at. And so they're just playing up to the level right now.
And I'm not even really considering that after this game. You know, I'm not even running down that thought path. Twistzz, that clear onto Cold was like wall hack tier from Cold's perspective. Look at this. Just insanity. 15-5, folks. And, well, I hate to break it to you, but it does feel inevitable at this point. FaZe looking to claw their way over the finish line. A scrappy one. Good shot from Try off top of boost. He's going to hit his hit the in-game leader's head with the AWP. But FaZe will up and leave as a result. They've seen numbers towards B, they've seen the AWP, they don't want anything to do with it. Taco gets that info, but that's all that he's going to go for right now. Try even rotates with the AWP back to A, so it's a good read for 00Nation. The bomb is lurking on its own on ropz. That could be dangerous, but right now there's no one in A main, so his path is clear. Clearing Donut. Oh, nade pull, and coldzera is going to trade, or get traded by Twistzz. 3-on-4, 00Nation in a good spot at least, and FaZe might just back out to B after this one. They made it look like they're splitting that A site, and that's enough to have spread 00Nation quite thin in this round. Just latto, the bottom performer in the server, essentially alone. May as well give up the bomb site and play for a retake here. You've got numbers, you've got utility. If he dies, it just gives FaZe a way in. But they don't have a smoke. So even getting into this bomb site is going to be difficult.
That is a little problematic. If they get the bomb down, they've still got a Molotov on broky, who by the looks of things is trying to set himself up. Oh, hello. Going to go ahead and clear dark with that Molotov. All right, let's go. That's a you know, this angle moving in, especially without a smoke, is so terrifying because you could die from both sides. So now they at least know that backline is clear, means they both peep short here, and they're able to trade that one out. Still, it's a round for 00Nation. They've got a lot of bodies over towards B. They're able to play a trade game there in the 4v3. And so they do salvage a CT round here. But is it just a little flash in the pan? Because it's still a long way to go until we get remotely worried about any sort of comeback happening. At this point, you're just kind of taking it round by round if you're Taco and the boys.
And you're probably not Taco and the boys, because Taco and the boys are trying to pull this back round by round. Carrigan, oh, that's a lot of Molotovs to jump through, but he makes it behind the box, and he might be telling his team to hold off, as there's no way 00Nation know he's here. Oh, it's a scary spot to be in for sure, but with the element of surprise, he can go a long way. Rain walking up the B ramp. Behind his own smoke, noteworthy. Making sure 00Nation don't have info on those numbers at B right now. It could be as many players there for FaZe, when instead there's only one. Rain's going to wait in that fade. He's seen latto at long, throw utility. Latto's going to clear this though. Good check for latto. Very aware that Rain was messing around with his smoke. Orb battle. Oh, and he just turned, but broky lives
98
anyway.
damage shot.
Ouchie. And FaZe going to go back into B, but it won't get easier, I can assure you. With full mid info off coldzera, they're triple B.
Oh.
He saw him. But there's no way he's ready for this.
Yeah, all his attention is on the idea of getting corner peek. Doomau's been waiting. Waiting this whole damn time. Is he going to try and peek this? I'm nervous, but he will just play close to the wall for now. ropz alongside broky, and with ropz dead, broky isn't really in a spot to try and trade this. He might need his teammates from inside of the site to come clear it. Oh, broky will, despite being low. And this 3v3 now breaks out into a brawl for the B bomb site. latto at long, dead after 2. But there is still this pesky AWP floating around. Down at ramp, broky's got 2 health to try and win this clutch.
They don't have an HE to stop him though. smoke on the bomb would win the round, right? He's can't really spam with the AWP. Try going to come around the corner. broky just left the angle, trying to play for the defuse, but that's going to give them a pathway into the bomb site. broky doesn't seem to care. He doesn't seem to mind, but they are on the stick with the kit. There's nothing he can do. He calls their bluff, and they win the round. 7 for 00Nation. broky keeps his AWP for a rainy day at least, but that's not going to be the winning formula for FaZe. Pretty rough situation again for FaZe, and they make the most of it. The fact that broky even clears Cave on his own is insanity, to be honest. I really thought Carrigan was going to come in and help him, but he didn't need it. Still, no conversion on another post plant for FaZe. But all it takes is one.
Heavy util exchange happening over in mid. Ooh, that's damage out of Doomau, but it's going to go both ways. Now they know about it. They know about this man up in cave. And mid has been lost. Carrigan working his way up through red. Clash of the IGLs going down, and Taco's going to win out that head-to-head. Once more, it's an early man advantage for 00Nation. A 5v4 right away on the back of Carrigan, trying to get some real estate deep within enemy lines. Looking like they do just want to go back towards a bit of a B lean here. It's been kind of a go-to, you know, going out, seeing what they can accomplish elsewhere on the map. And if they don't like what they see, they've tried to end with a B play. They do have enough util to make this happen. 2 smokes, you can get rid of long and short angles. You've got a molly to make a player at dark feel uncomfortable potentially. So all this util is going to start to flood on in. Finally, you kind of have like all these pieces to properly clear out the site. You only had to worry about that default angle that Lato was on, and so it's easy pickings on the entry. Still a man down here for FaZe in another one of these post plants.
Yeah, but maybe, just maybe, they have the tools to do it this time. broky with a missed shot, however, has made things a little more rough as they are constricted to cave. They could wallbang a defuse, but right now 00Nation need to cross past ropz and Rain into the bomb site. They're waiting on a flank. Oh, that's just a swing for Rain. He goes way too wide, double-faced from the long side, and now ropz, maybe it's doable. 1v4, hits a headshot, but there's the flank that they were waiting for. And 00Nation keep on cleaning up these retakes on the B bomb site, making this game interesting yet. Still not concerned of the comeback capability, but right now, rounds are rounds, and they're just picking up what they can.
Yeah, you know, it's not like terribly uncommon to see this, where like a team hits 15 and suddenly it feels like the opponent gets that much better. You know, you're kind of playing with the idea of, okay, we maybe lean into things like gambles. You know, we really just try to give this all we've got and try everything, because you want to feel like, you know, if the game does end, you don't want to have stones left unturned, as it were, options that you could have bought out that you elected not to. The whole style's been a lot more kind of in your face from 00Nation, and that's almost the freedom that comes with being up against 15 at such a one-sided scoreline.
I like the hero AK. This is very much still a winnable round for FaZe, right? A couple of well-placed execute smokes, and if broky can get an entry, you never know how these can spiral.
Or try highlight reel. What's it going to be? Let's see, right? The AWP out behind big boxes, getting pushed by these pistols. They're running him down, but Try's put up a double. Still more back in main for Try to try and get involved on. And with the USP to close him, and Taco will make quick work of that A play.
All right, 9 rounds. 9 rounds, Harry, but another buy for FaZe, another attempt, and they've had plenty of closable opportunities, although all, you know, favored for 00Nation. But FaZe's clutch factor we've already seen in this game alone. That ace from Twistzz, that 1v3 from broky. Many a highlight. They need to add 1 to the reel. broky doesn't have an AWP because of the hero AK, but that's fine. Might have even hamstrung him in some of these post plants gone by. The Argentinian sniping down the ramp. Keeping it fresh has Try, right? He's been all over the map on the CT side. Very mobile for an AWP. It's what you want to see. Similar to what broky was doing, right? He started B in some of these rounds, was playing big box on A, didn't really do too much in middle. Try has been the same in that sense. Spotted something, ducked below the shot is Carrigan. He's going to run with it, smokes it down. FaZe are committed.
This is the exec, yeah, man. I mean, they've got him past the AWP. They only now need to get past Lato. I like that he takes out Carrigan and now just sets his sight on holding down Cave. Ooh, wow. Lato and Taco having a round. Taco's come through the short side and lights them up as they're trying to deal with this Cave player. It's only ropz left at the end of things, 1v5. And so far removed from having a chance here.
He wins it.
He's got a 1v3 at B, but even then, that still isn't like pretty odds.
He wins it, Harry.
All right, let's see.
He saves it.
Oh, he's winning it. To go.
If you live, that counts as a win. I think. Okay, he's not going for it. Don't worry.
Oh, what a round.
Oh, ropz with a 1v5.
Well,
double digits, Harry.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
00Nation, this has been, like, even Lato's kind of finding his footing now. He was having a real rough go at it. Since he's been dealt a few of these B plays, especially, they're often coming in and, like, oh, he's going to die off the time. Oh,
yeah, his
my
barrel was
goodness.
sticking out, right? That's that weak
Oh, my
cubby.
goodness. Okay, right?
All right.
When 00Nation had only had a couple in a row, I wasn't too worried. But now, not only have you taken 5 in a row, you've forced attack pause out of FaZe. Clearly, they're even going, all right, let's not actually lose this, guys. Let's not actually lose from 15-5. And then to make matters even worse, now the money is all types of screwed here for FaZe Clan.
Yes.
They might be kind of goaded into a force buy almost, right? Because the money's going to be super imbalanced if they don't. They're going to partially invest with a goal to bring out guns in the next. Still, 00Nation aren't up against a hell of a lot here. Even the next buy round comes with the caveat of ropz not being armed. You also won't have the AWP for broky. So being real, that next rifle round's a little weak. Then, like the one after that, you've at least got everything you need. But if we're at that point, 00Nation would be up to 14 rounds. So this is a pretty big deal.
B-rush.
They're going to try and get into B, and there's actually no one within the confines of the site. Over in Cave, there is a player to support Lato. Taco's once again worked his way up the short side past this smoke. Denies the plant. Spray transfers in for Taco, and Doomau's here with him. This buddy system lights up FaZe Clan, and it's only ropz left once again. 1v3.
I was too early. He wins this one instead.
All right, let's see. Deagle's out, and he's dead right away. Taco with a beautiful round there. Not just leading, not just succeeding, but he's thriving. He's moisturized, and he's feeling good, Hugo.
Oh, Soaky, yes, indeed. And I can't believe Twistzz just double entry with a silenced MP5. What is this? How often do you see this gun do anything or even get bought out for that fact? But lovely transfer for Taco. Bomb denial. And you were just talking about the money, Harry. That's massive. Right, taking cash away from FaZe this late in the game after you kill players post-round timer. ropz is on a Galil. There's no AWP. All what you prophesized and more. But will problems be averted by FaZe, or are they just beginning?
Even got a double AWP out for 00Nation. coldzera sat with his back inside of this A-bomb site. Like, the one worry I have is if Cold, for example, goes 1-for-1 with the AWP and then it gets put in, like, the hands of a broky.
Yeah.
In a post-plant on A, that could get a little concerning. But let's see. Thus far, 00Nation haven't really crumbled since they've embarked on this 6-round streak. Doomau in mid has really got his work cut out for him here. He hit Twistzz in the back. That wasn't even who he was aiming for. It's just a stray bullet. And they've dealt with the mid component. Now it's just the A main push, and it's 2 players, ropz and broky, with no more util trying to get in. This should never happen, man. Trying to cross past all these angles with nothing to flush the rifles off. It was wishful thinking. 00Nation up on a 12. As we said, right, the next rifle round you're going to have, sure, it's going to be complete. It's going to have everything you could ever want a rifle round to have, but it's not going to come till 00Nation are right on that point of putting 14 rounds on the board.
I can't believe this. This is very, very impressive gameplay. And to do it with their backs up against the wall where it felt like the game was already done is unbelievable as well. All it took for FaZe were 5 well-placed kills. And they haven't found them, not in the same round. Back to an A-walk. Rain making noise at that B-bomb site. Cold Zero. This time no orb to play with. Doom out. Again, got to be careful in a round like this. Oh, no! Absolutely despicable. You are joking. What?
Unbelievable, man, but is it going to make the difference? You know, you've got this advantage now. You need to stick the landing, and it's not looking good. Cold Zera and Taka rolling back the years, hold down the A side of the map, and it is just Mr. Wallbang left.
How does he do it on T side as well? Like, they nerfed it, Harry. I don't even care that they lost the round. That's the highlight. Wow, dude, Rain, chill. Man's got the lineups. But still, none of this matters. 13 rounds. 00Nation are making this game happen. Even if Rain is going to break hearts. He can see through. He's got a pixel gap. That was not a random shot.
Wow, okay.
Dude.
Rain, full-time caveman.
Neanderthal. Oh. Making fire with sticks and rocks.
Before fire, there was rain. Dumao is like terrified, bro. He's like, what am I even meant to be looking at in here, man? I don't want to be in this room with this guy anymore.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Trying to use the rain spam against them, but of course, the danger of doing that is you're in the serve with the guy who invented the damn thing.
You think you'd learn, right? Like, you think you'd learn after just getting wallbang. Get out of Jag, man. Either way. This is it for FaZe. They have not had this in this entire comeback. This 5-on-4, untraded, in a default, and look at the call. This is perfect for Karrigan. He's going to pull everyone back to the B-bomb site. They're going to run a standard exec. Karrigan is going to late lurk mid. What this ensures is that 00Nation not only can't flank A, but can't climb up ledge and flank FaZe in a post plant. They've got to get to the post plant, sure, but right now, with only try on the AWP at the B-bomb site, this is FaZe's best opportunity. They cannot bungle this. I can't put it any more clearly. They have to win it.
Yeah. Not only is it because their money's about to run out, and if that happens, mate, it feels like OT is locked in, but this is the best positioning, the best chance, a man advantage. Everything should come together here. It is all teed up exactly how Karrigan envisioned it, and now they have to stick the landing. 2 players here for 00Nation are not able to stop the cross, and Karrigan's mid lurk is now looking to shut down this jump up onto lane. He nails his side of the deal, and now everyone else inside of B has to do their part. They do lose Rain, but now no one needs to peek. Try with another, makes it a double, but still in trouble, and broky swings out to close. It all comes together for FaZe in round 29, but it's incredible we even needed to go that far, considering this game was 15-5. FaZe finally break on through, and they're now a map up in this series.